Because you're a teacher, right? And it's like, oh, me being with this guy, that's a good look for me, you know?
Well, you know, people say to me, she used you to get out for parole, right? Like she used you to look good for the parole board. Well, before we even got married, she was already paroled. You know what I mean? Like she already got her parole date.
Wait, what does that mean? Sorry.
That means like she already got her date to get out. Like we were just dating when she got her parole date. In fact, I asked her to marry me the weekend she got her parole date, like where they gave her official out date. I asked her to marry me after she got that, like that weekend. So when people say she used you to look good, well, I mean,
okay,
I don't know
you
why.
believe it was real.
Yeah, it was, to me, it was real. I mean, we still had that emotional connection, Perez. You know what I'm saying? Like we really did. Now,
but I feel like she gave up on your relationship real quick. Like it didn't last long outside of prison.
Dude, tell me about it. Like that hurts. Like, yeah, she threw me away when she found out this dude was single. Like, dude, that fucking hurt. Yeah, it hurt. And I had to live it, you know, and you know, people don't realize like she still contacted me after she left. You know what I mean?
So
like
we saw that. I think there was something that leaked or something, right? Somebody hacked her account or something.
No, those are hacked messages. Those are fake messages.
Oh, those were fake messages?
Yeah, where she's saying like, "Oh, I'm waiting to have the baby so I can come back to you." That's fake. Like people
real that leaked that was a hack or no?
It wasn't real. The messages, like they hacked her account and then made fake messages from me and her.
Hold on a sec. Let me thank some people. Thank you to Lyra Rose Confectionery Soaps, Baseline Origin, Lee Ann, Called to Serve, Okies, Vibe, Angie, Roxanne, Quad Wife, and everybody else. I appreciate you. Let me follow
people real quick. Cindy Dove, always. Katie Cakes, Aaron Davidson, I love that. Pam Cakes, Mac 1 point shaking that. I don't know, single mom or something. I don't know. Christy Joe, Sager, and Kimberly, thank y'all very much. I love my team, Ryan. Thank y'all. We beat Perez this time. He finally got a win against him. I love it.
Lyra, I followed you. Thank you for the support. I follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more. So I've really learned over the last couple of days that, you know, I kind of just accepted what was out there, which is that she was somebody who was abused by her mother. I'm guessing you believe that to be true?
Man, now you're asking for interview type shit, right?
Okay, you don't have to answer that.
Man, she was abused. She was abused. Now, I can't say that she wasn't. I can't say that she was or wasn't, but I believe that story that her mom did. I mean, her mom wouldn't let her go to school. You know what I mean? Like, just because something might be half true, but, you know, like to spin the narrative, but it doesn't mean that it's not true either. You know what I mean? Like her mother did abuse her. Now, man, I can't answer questions like that because I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay. I wasn't there.
But you believed it. So you were very sympathetic towards her. You
absolutely.
You watched the documentary and you reached out to her. Had you ever done anything like that before? Had you reached out to anybody in prison before?
No. So Perez, you gotta realize, man, it just happened. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I tell people. It just happened. Like, it was new to me. Like, I never thought I'd date a prisoner. I never thought I'd reach out to it. You know what I mean? Like, it was just crazy how it happened, man.
But what moved you to like write to her? Like, what about her story, or what about her? Or what was it about her specifically?
Dude, it was just crazy. Like, it was I saw the documentary and I thought when she was sitting there in her stripes, I was like, she's kind of cute. She went through a lot and she's kind of cute. And then the act came out. Later, the act came out like a year and a half later.
Yes.
Right? And I was at work and my coworkers were talking about the act and how good it was and da-da-da-da. And I was like, I'm not watching the act, but I remember the documentary. And it was one of those where, so people were talking about, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen the documentary about her, blah, 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 blah. Well, COVID had happened and my friend was watching Tiger King. Tiger King was huge. And like, she kept saying, I just want to write him in jail. Write him in jail. She just kept on all day, like all day just to talking. And finally, to kind of keep her quiet and like get her to do it, I said, I tell you what, if you write Tiger King right now, I'll write Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And she was like, bet. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So I sat there and wrote my letter. She wrote her letter. I actually sent mine off and she didn't. And then that's how it happened, man. It wasn't like I sought her out. It just kind of was, it just happened.
Triples for the next 30 seconds. I'll follow anybody that sends 1,000 or more.
You got a glove.
Oh, I do? I don't know. What is that? That makes things 5 times as much? I don't know. Drop it, I guess. I don't know.
3 times or 5. Like, dude, I'm still learning this stuff too. So, but Perez, it just happened. You know, I didn't seek her out. You know what I mean? It just
I believe you. It's so weird that she, from my understanding, doesn't really go live that much on here anymore. But she's got like these friends or official mouthpieces that speak on her behalf. That's
so crazy. I'm sorry. That's insane.
Like, why doesn't she speak for herself? Yeah.
Exactly. And I've always told her, even when we were married, I was like, don't let people talk for you. Like, don't do that. Because you're letting about, you know, with me, she did a lot of questionable things. And it's what it is, man. Like,
so you've gone on dates recently, you said.
I'm talking to somebody, yeah.
Do you have your guard up? Like, do you question somebody's motives now when you start talking to somebody? Or are you still very a trusting person or unaffected by things?
And for a while, I was very guarded. For a while. Like, you got to realize I've been divorced almost a year now. Thank y'all for the gifts. Apulek, Sec, I appreciate it. I love those SpongeBob gifts. Thank y'all for that. Man, for like a year, I was questioning everybody's motives. You know what I mean? Like, pretty girl come up to me, hey, take a picture. Oh, I'd love to get to know you. Like, I'd be like, okay, that's weird. You know what I mean? But I was on TV. So, of course, I was very guarded, man. You know what I mean? Like,
you did the second season of her show also?
Yeah.
And by that point, you had already broken up?
Yeah, it was crazy because we still had our divorce and, you know, we had the pregnancy test. So it was funny, man. They just wanted to come do a one-off with me, you know, like an update. And then they realized I was still under contract. So then they were like, oh, well, let's film a lot. You know, like, let's film more and let's get you involved. And I was kind of like, well, do I need to be involved? You know, kind of like, and they were like, oh, we'll talk about the divorce. And then, you know, that's how it happened. You know what I mean? So it kind of happened there too. Like, they realized that they were basically, I was under contract. So they're like, we might as well use him since he's under contract. So that's what happened. And, you know, of course we had our legal proceedings to do, you know, like we did have a divorce and we did still communicate. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't talk to her anymore.
I haven't talked to her in a little bit. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Crazy.
Dude, it's a crazy story. Like, dude, there's so much that happened, Perez. Like, man, I could talk to you for 3 hours and talk to you about shit.
I don't have that much time, Ryan.
I don't either. I'm just saying.
Let me thank some people. Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to mute you. Thank you, The Real Bethany, Called to Serve, Mr. Greg Nightmare, Melissa Watson, Rajesnik Kumar, Bethany, Jade, Nat, Christine, Confectionery Soaps, Katie, everybody else.
All right, let me thank mine. Cindy W, always Team Ryan, love it, always. And my MVP, Allison, CYN, Mac, Maddie, Elena Payne, Logan Young, and Mac again, love it. Thank you guys.
We can do one more if you want.
No, let's not.
Okay, or you don't have to. I have one last question then.
All right, I would love to. I'll answer your question because you're my buddy.
Okay.
I consider you a buddy.
My last question is, now that it's been like a year plus, and I'll answer for myself. I have a lot of regret in my life. Is there anything that you regret or that you would do differently?
Man, that's a loaded question. You know, like, I wish things might have played out a little different in some aspects. But I try not to live in regret. You know, like Perez, my intentions were pure. I wanted the best for her. Period. It could have been. I wanted the best, and I can rest easy knowing that. My heart is pure. My intentions were pure. I genuinely cared about her. Okay. If she'd have got out of prison and said, I don't want to do TV, I'd have said, perfect. Let's not. You know, if she'd have got out and said, I want to move here, I said, let's do it. Anything for you. You know, like my intentions were pure. And so I don't have any regret because I was there. I was genuine. I cared. And so it's hard to live in regret. Do I wish things would have turned out different? I used to think that way, yeah. I used to be like, damn, why can't we still be together like back in the day? But it's been a year since we've been divorced. You know what I mean? So she's got a kid with him now, and, you know, she's living her life, you know, and I don't know what else to say to that. You know,
the good thing is everything happens for a reason. And
I agree.
And how do I say this delicately? Her life still, like in 2025, is pretty drama filled. And you should probably be grateful that you don't have all that toxicity in your life, you know, like every day having to deal with it.
People tell me that. People tell me, dude, you dodged a bullet. And I'm like, okay. Like, time will tell, you know what I mean? As far as like what happens, you know, for a while, I didn't think I dodged anything, you know, like for a while I missed her, you know, it's one of those, like, I actually cared.
Well, I'm going to stop asking you questions because this was just a chat, but I appreciate your honesty. You're always very candid. Do you want to ask me anything, Ryan?
Man, man, what did you think of talking with her yahoos, like their public mouthpieces? Because people told me you talked to them, and I'm like, why in the I would never get on.
I really do believe in being fair, and I want it. And she doesn't want to talk, so all right, let me talk to her. And alleged people that are like actual friends in the real world, they claim. So, and then I kind of got it. Like, this is how she operates. Like this is who she has. She's in the lives. She's gifting them. She's probably texting them and communicating with my guests. Right. And then I kind of got it. Like, this is how she operates. Them. She's probably all right. If I was going to interview you, I'm just having a conversation. So it's like
that's why I like talking to you, man. I feel like we're having a conversation.
Yeah. So it's like I'm not going to have a conversation with her. So I do want to hear both sides. Like I want to. And what was interesting was tonight when her friend Bree gave me information, I finished with her, and then what's her name? What's her name, y'all? Does anybody remember? Audrey? Oh, sorry.
You said Bree, it made me throw up. Sorry.
Audrey gave me a lot of receipts and like information. Like, you may not want to hear this because you believe things, but listen, I'm like open. So that friend of hers claimed or brought up the which I didn't freaking know, that she had a feeding tube, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I don't think
there was her mom she did go through some shit. Like, I believe that. Like,
so yeah, and I was like, I was trying to wrap my brain around that because I'm like, that if that's true, if she didn't need that, that's abuse, right? But then this Audrey woman said, well, look at this. Apparently this woman named Fancy got really close to Gypsy and somehow got access to all of her medical records and everything. And according to
give them back. So, you know, let's be honest. But okay.
According to the screenshot I saw of like a letter from a doctor, it was medically necessitated, allegedly, that she get the feeding tube.
Of course it was by medical document because the doctor had to legitimize it. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Or you
Of course
saying
it was.
with the doctor
Well,
in on it with her mother?
Of course the hospital had paperwork that said it was legitimate. They had to do the procedure. They had to get insurance to do it. But they were listening to her mama's words and said, "Oh, well, it's got to be legitimate." You see what I'm saying? A hospital's not going to do it just because the mama says, but if they have enough evidence to back it up through the mama's word of mouth, right? The hospital has to justify it by insurance. So, of course, you can have a piece of paper that says, yes, it was justified. Well, of course it was. The hospital did it. You see what I'm saying? Like the hospital had to do it, so they had to make it justifiable. But in reality, it probably wasn't really needed, but the mother made it needed. You see what I'm saying? Does that make any sense?
No, yeah, I'm just thinking out loud, like
because here's the thing: a hospital can't
in my
just
brain, thinking out loud in my brain.
Yeah, and pay insurance and like get insurance to pay for it. The hospital has to legitimize it. You know what I mean? So like just because that piece of paper said it was medically necessitated, well, of course it was. It got done. Like, doesn't mean that the doctor made the right decision. Does that make sense?
It does. I don't know what to believe now. Like,
and that's the thing is like, I don't believe any of that stuff. Like before all of that, like it's hard to look at a medical record and be like, oh, that legit, because her mama lied so much. They lied so much that what's there to believe?
Because I think that's actually, very powerful testimony that you had this unpleasant split from her, and yet you still believe what you believe,
Man, denial is a hard thing. Like denial is very powerful, right? All right. My whole belief in the situation was one way. If I all of a sudden look back at it and say, well, our relationship wasn't real, then it makes that a complete waste of my time in life. You know what I mean? Like it makes everything I did worthless. And I don't want to believe that. You know what I mean? Like I want to believe that we had something real and we had it, and we did. But it ended like it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like it ended like we ended like it ended like, there's so much into that though. Like there's so much into that. And people say I defend her and all this, but I'm not. I just don't bash her. You know what I mean? Like
very gentlemanly. I respect that.
And that's when people say I defend her, I'm just not bashing her. It's not my place to bash. Like I have every right to. Honestly, Perez, I have every freaking right to. Like I could come out guns blazing
with me,
be like bow, 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 bow. And like people are writing in my chat, willful ignorance. I'm not willfully ignorant. Like I just heard she was abused. Now these tapes that come out, they're crazy. Like they're freaking batshit crazy. But
and you never saw that side of her?
No, I didn't know Damona. I didn't wear wigs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was not my relationship. Like that's the shit I'm looking at. I'm like, God, no wonder it was crazy. Look who it was with. Like, that's the thing is like, I see those videos and I'm like, oh my God, like crazy. But like, that wasn't my relationship. So
think if it was, maybe you'd still be together.
Maybe. Maybe if I was more kinky. Maybe.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
I thought of that. I've thought of that. Maybe if I was more of a freak and cray-cray, then yeah, maybe, but maybe. Like, cray-cray want me with her.
Why?
Christy did not want me with her, period. But she got rid of me. In the grand scheme of things, when I became her husband, boom, I trumped stepmom.
But she's
think about
she have a good relationship with Ken?
I mean, Christy obviously did. Christy pushed that relationship. Like Christy would tell her, I wish Ken was my son-in-law, not Ryan. And I'd be at work. You know what I mean? Say shit like that. Like kept pushing that on Gypsy. And like, people are saying, no, it wasn't Christy. Gypsy used you. Okay, use me for what? Like, that's the thing. What'd she use me for? You know what I'm saying? Like, she might have used me, like, you know, I have moments where I think, okay, maybe I just was a jail husband. You know what I mean? Like, it looked like it from the outside, but I try not to believe that. Like, that would.
You really had pure intentions.
Right. Like, I try not to believe that, but there are moments where I'm like, damn, maybe that's the truth.
How long did you correspond? You went out and visited her, right? Obviously, before you proposed.
Yeah.
How much time did you spend with her?
I visited her a year before we talked for a year. Let's see, a year and 2 months before we even met because of COVID. And then after the day I met her, that's when she committed to me. That's when she said, because.
What do you mean? Was she talking to other guys?
Possibly. She was just talking, like we never were like, we're official. You know what I mean? We didn't become official boyfriend and girlfriend until we met. So, people throw these emails. Look, she sent Ryan an email, but then sent this guy an email. Well, of course, we weren't official yet. Like, I couldn't stop her from doing other things. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stop her from doing something. But, man, there's so much more to this than people realize. Like, I'm going to stop it there because I can talk and just.
In the future,
feel like I'm just throwing information out.
In the future, if you ever wanted to, like, write a memoir, your autobiography, and talking about that time, could you?
Oh, yeah, I could.
Okay. All right.
I could. My memory's good.
I should know if you had an agreement that you wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, no, I never signed nothing like that. I have no NDA, nothing. Like, they can't stop me from talking about it if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would talk about my life, my experience. I wouldn't be bad mouth, but I mean, I lived it. I was with her 5 years. Like, that's the thing. And I love people in the chat telling me to wake up and see this. Like, these videos are hard to watch. They're hard to watch. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I love that. I love them all. I'm like, this is crazy. I mean,
well, of course you're an outsider looking in. Of course.
The real disturbing was there was like a couple of creepy ones from that Nick guy. Like, those were. Have you seen any of those?
Dude, like, all right. Imagine you're the district attorney, right? And you see this and you have to prosecute people. So you see all these videos and see the ones from Nick, right? There's a reason Nick got life.
It doesn't feel fair that he doesn't even have the possibility of parole, though.
I get it, but man, God, it's every time I talk about Nick, I get attacked. Every time I talk about Nick, and I wasn't there, I didn't live it, but I don't want to say nothing that offends people because I know I do. Like, because it doesn't matter what I say, I'm going to get attacked. But me looking in on that situation, the dude had Wisconsin to Missouri to not do it. You know what I mean? Like, he came multiple states down knowing what he was going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was premeditated. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't abused. He didn't have to kill her. Yeah, she might have asked him, but he could have said, no, I'm not doing that. I mean, if I was talking to her at that time, if I was talking to her at that time and she asked me to kill her mother, I'd say, sorry, girl, gotta go, click.
Didn't he tell her, let's just run away somewhere?
Dude, I'm not going to speculate on that.
I thought that's what somebody said. I don't know.
He might have, but she ran away once before and her mama called her the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't there, man. So I don't want to speculate on it. But as a district attorney, like, they had all this evidence too. You know what I'm saying? They had it all. And they made their mind up to give him life without and gave her 10 years. So, like, if people are mad, they need to be mad at the justice system if they got it wrong. So, like, it's not on me to attack me. It's not on my opinion of this or that. Look, somebody's saying I'm being really pathetic. Okay. But I mean, there's a reason that the district attorney gave him life without. Like, there has to
Well,
be.
apparently he didn't. He got offered two plea deals, allegedly, according to that person you don't like.
Then why didn't he take him?
I don't
You see
know.
what I'm saying? Like that, he was manipulated too, probably, but so was she. Like, you're telling me she did those videos, sick videos, because she wanted to? Like, some of them are like, she's doing them because he asked. Like, some of them, he had to be. He had to be. Like, calling him a vampire and shit. Come on. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I don't know, though. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I'm just saying.
What did he get out of Nick? I mean, I don't. You don't know. But I mean, she could have said no. Like, I'm not gonna.
I mean, but dude, with her life experience, she didn't. Like, she thought he was the end all be all. I don't know, dude. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like, we can sit here and go talk red in the face and figure and like try to speculate this. If I say one thing, I'm going to get attacked by this side. If I say another, I'm going to get attacked from this side. All I can do is talk about what I believed in and what I thought.
Yeah, I respect that.
And like, see, people are.
And if you do that, you're not going to be caught in any lies because you're just being honest.
Well, I mean, like, I love people think I don't hold Gypsy accountable. She friggin' went to jail. Like, she got charged with second-degree murder. Like, what do you mean I'm not holding her accountable? Like, what am I supposed to do? Whip her? Be like, shame on you. Like, she did her time. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, people are saying I'm not holding her accountable. She did the crime. She admitted to it. She went to jail.
It's interesting because I think on another level, listen, some of the gypsy people might be upset. I mean, the anti-gypsy people, but they can acknowledge it too. It's the whole gypsy thing in a way reminds me of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. It's just entertainment for people.
And I get that. But that was my life too. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's entertainment for people. I get it. It's entertaining. Like, it's a story. It's a crazy story that happened. It really happened, and I get it, but I lived it.
They want to, I get you all in the comment. They want to expose the truth as they see it, but it's also entertainment too. It's both. And both can be true at the same time.
Exactly. And like, that's the thing is like, I don't know. All I can do is be me. It's all I can do, man. And
well,
I love people, you didn't live it too. Well, I'm not talking about that shit. I don't get on live and talk about the crime and things. Have you ever noticed that I don't do that? Because I didn't live that. That's not my life. So people are in my chat are saying, well, you didn't live it. No shit, I didn't. I'm talking about my relationship with her. I lived that. I don't ever get on live and say, let's talk about the crime. I never do that. That's not my life.
No, I've seen you do the opposite. Like, oh, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about that.
Right. Like, I'm just being, I can talk about my relationship with her and my experiences, and that's all I know how to speak on. So I have speculation just like everybody else. I can speculate all day long. I don't know truths. I wasn't there.
It was good to see you, Ryan.
That's right.
Well, maybe I'll see you again soon.
You got a lot out of me tonight. You know that, right? I done spilled some shit tonight, but I didn't really spill that much.
Well, I hope you feel better. I hope that like you felt like you got something off your chest, Yeah.
I mean, I guess people are gonna attack me now. It's fine, whatever. I've been hated on. I've been have people tell me I'm gonna get friggin' canceled and I'm gonna get all like people have tried to attack me before. Look, guys, I wasn't there. I don't know the real ins and outs of their relationship or nothing. I just see what I've seen on the tapes and they're crazy. I mean, they're crazy, but I didn't know that girl. And I've said that 1,000 times. I didn't know that part of her. I never met that personality. Does that make sense?
The D was still fire.
You goddamn right it was.
All right. You have a good night.
Hey, good luck in your pursuit.
I like him.